Stay low.
All right, Mr. Jones. All right, just want to clarify a few things, okay? So you were on the road just because you hang out there. It's a peaceful place to hang out. So how did you get there? You walked there from wherever you were hanging out? I mean, how did you get down that road?
Walk.
Okay. So you didn't take a vehicle there or a bicycle or anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Were you in a car at all any time before that?
No, sir.
Have you been in a vehicle at all today?
No, sir.
Okay. You weren't even, okay. The guns that the guys had, they didn't happen to drop a gun and you pick it up or anything like that. Did you touch a gun at all?
No, sir.
Okay. Those guys didn't drop a gun after they took off running or whatever after they robbed you?
No, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you haven't been in a car today and you haven't touched any guns?
No, sir.
Okay. When's the last time you were in a car?
Can't remember.
Okay. But definitely not today. When's the last time you held or handled a gun?
I don't play with guns.
Okay. Very good. The phone number you gave me, you said you've had that number for quite a while, right? Because your auntie got you
It was
that
my
number.
auntie number at first.
Okay.
She switched it over.
But you use that number now.
Mhm.
That's your phone, that's your number. Where were you today? Kind of walk me through your day a little bit. Help me understand kind of what led you to getting where you were and how them boys walked up on you and robbed you. Where were you before this happened? Before you walked over to that road where all this happened, where were you before that?
I don't know the street. I just know it was like.
Was it by a store, a school? I mean,
No, it was like a abandoned property. I was sitting on the steps to pass time.
when you say abandoned property, like a business, a house, apartment.
Like a house, but it was boarded. But I sat there to pass time.
How far away is it from where you were on the street?
Like
Did you walk straight from the abandoned property to the street where this was? The marsh? No.
I was just walking, passing
Okay.
time. Fine. Look for
Hey, I understand you were walking. That's what I'm saying. How long did it take you to walk from the abandoned property where you were before to where you got to where the boys robbed you? How far did you walk? How long were you walking to get there?
I say about 30 minutes to 45 minutes.
30, 35, 45 minutes, something like that? Okay, what about before the abandoned property?
Where did I was before the event? Nowhere there.
Huh?
I was nowhere there.
You didn't go anywhere else at all today except the abandoned property and
Mm-hmm.
the street where you got robbed?
Yes,
That's the only two places you were today.
Only two.
Did you sleep at the abandoned property last night?
No. You said today.
Yeah.
Last night is not today. Last night means yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So so you woke up, so you said you didn't go anywhere today. But so when you woke up this morning, where were you?
Can't recall that street. I'm trying to help you as best as I can, so but
No, I understand. And I want you to take your time and think about it and get it right.
I get the story sound bizarre, but I'm just
I'm just trying to figure out where were you on Sunday morning today. Today's still Sunday. It's about 11:22 p.m. to Sunday, so it's still Sunday. I'm just trying to figure out where did you wake up this morning?
what's that? Sorry, I can't recall.
You can't recall?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you remember anything today before being at that abandoned property?
Yes, I remember walking in the hot sun. No. Hold on, before that abandoned property. Yes, I remember walking in the hot sun. Walking in the hot sun.
From where?
Where was that at? Where was that at? It's like, it's a sofa behind a dumpster. It's like they threw it away.
Alright, listen. You said you weren't in any vehicles today and you haven't handled any guns today, okay? So what I'm going to do is ask you to consent to let me get a DNA sample from you just to confirm that. Is that okay?
Alright, what you mean by DNA sample?
I'm just going to swab the inside of your cheeks just to get a DNA sample. It doesn't hurt. It takes 2 seconds. If you agree and you say yes, I'm gonna swab the inside of your cheeks and take a sample. Not with my finger, with like a.
And then what do we go after that?
Nothing. It just means I have your DNA, so I can make sure you weren't in any cars or anything.
It just helps your story, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it just helps your story.
I got no problem.
Yeah, it just helps your story.
So what I want you to do is print your name right here for me, okay? Saying that you've been advised that a law enforcement officer pursuant to a lawful criminal investigation requests your DNA, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's what we call buccal swabs, it's just cheek swabs.
Let's see if we got some real quick.
So just print your name right there for me, okay? And then I'm gonna have you sign right there and then print again.
I'm gonna go grab real quick.
Yeah, if not, I might have some in my bag.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Just print it again right there.
Thank you.
Alright, again, help me. Just, I want you to try and think, alright? I mean, it's important now, okay? I want you to try to tell me where you ordered there.
Yeah,
I know you said you're kind of homeless and you kind of just move around, abandoned properties and all that, but were you even on the same side of town? Did you walk across the bridge? I mean,
No, sir. Same side. No walking, no same side. All day.
okay. But the abandoned property is about a 30 or 45 minute walk from where you got robbed. Okay. And that's the last place you were before you went there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna grab these cheek swabs. Alright, it takes, like I said, take 2 seconds, alright? Alright, ready? I'm gonna swap right here. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one, just so the other cheek, okay? You still thinking? You remember where you were yet when you woke up this morning?
No, sir.
Nothing? You don't know where you slept last night, man? I mean, I know you're saying times are tough for you and all, but
I'm trying to call, but I can't remember.
You had your phone on you, right? You got your smartphone, right? It's got a clock and stuff on it. Yeah,
Not a smartphone.
I mean, you got a time and stuff on it, right?
Yeah, it was old Android.
Yeah, but you can see what time it is. So how often do you look at your phone a day?
Just look at the time.
Yeah. So what time were you at the abandoned house? What time did you look at your phone? What time did it say?
Around, I say 10.
10 this morning?
Nah, last night.
Oh, last night you were at the abandoned house last night at 10 o'clock at night.
So
Okay.
I slept.
That's where you slept. And so, do you remember what time you left? When you looked at your watch or you looked at your phone?
No stuff.
Okay. Anybody call you? No one called you today?
I talked to my brother today.
Yeah. What time your brother called you?
Around like 2.
This afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Did you text anybody?
No, sir.
So the only communication you had with anybody today was your brother before this?
Everybody else turned a blind eye once I went home.
Huh?
Everybody else turned a blind eye once I went home. Except for my auntie and my brother.
Did you even try to call anybody or text anybody today? What's your brother's name again?
Tavares.
Tavares?
Mm-hmm.
What's his number?
904
Uh-huh.
888
888.
12
Uh-huh.
14.
1214.
Yes, sir.
What's Tavares' last name?
Kirkland?
Kirkland? What's he go by?
Poppy.
Poppy?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see him today?
No, sir. I only talked to him on the phone.
What side of town is Tavares on?
130.
103rd?
That's the last house I can remember on Raven Street by Waffle House and
Oh, yeah.
the 76.
Are y'all close?
Sort of, kind
I
of.
mean, you talk to him every day, every other day, a couple times a day.
When they graduate, that's my brother.
Okay. That's the only person you talk to at all today?
Yes,
And you talk to him on the phone?
yes.
What'd y'all talk about?
Privacy.
Private stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you don't want to talk about it?
No.
Okay.
So around, you said around 2 o'clock today, you talked to your brother, and then you hung out at the abandoned house. Were you walking and talking, or were you just hanging out at the house?
Just walking.
Walking and talking. So you're walking like back towards the freeway or away from the freeway?
I'm not even familiar with the South Side, so that's why I said I can't recall.
Well, you know where the highway is, right? The Arlington Expressway, where all the cars at. Okay. You're familiar with Jacksonville, though, right? You grew up in Jacksonville, so how? I mean, you grew up on Moncrief, right?
Mm-hmm.
You come over here on the South Side. You've been on 103rd. You've been over here for what, 3 or 4 months? You said.
Mm-hmm.
So you've
That
been.
don't mean I'm familiar with it.
Well, but you know what I'm talking about when I say the road with 4 lanes, multiple cars, like a highway driving out there.
Oh, you talking about right?
That highway, man.
Right across from the gas station.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You familiar with that? So
Yeah.
were you walking towards that when you left the abandoned house, or were you walking away from that?
Well, I wasn't walking to. I was like, I didn't even go that way. I didn't go nowhere that way.
Okay. So you were walking away from it.
I was nowhere like not coming past
Well,
it.
the road, the peaceful road that you're on,
Uh-huh.
is close to that highway. So that's what I'm
There's
trying.
another road going that way.
Down the side of it.
It's another road going. If you come up this way,
Yeah, like going down the hill.
mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
That's-
right.
You don't gotta just. It's not just a one-way road.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
can go down that way.
Okay,
You don't gotta pass. You don't even gotta go close to the expressway.
I got you. So you're over by that, where you go over that little bridge, where the marsh is right there. You can go over that little bridge right there. That's where you're walking at. Okay.
Hey, before we walked out the first time, you said something about check the car for fingerprints because one of them didn't have gloves
Yeah,
on.
one of them didn't have gloves on.
What car are you talking about?
The car that the officer said that they jumped out of.
Oh.
When they arrested me, I can hear him say on that walkie-talkie, we apprehended one of the suspects that jumped out of the car. Whoop-de-whoop. And
You heard him say that on the radio?
on the. I'm like,
So but you thought he was talking about somebody else?
Mm.
You thought he was talking about somebody else?
Yeah, because I was telling them. I'm telling them like they ain't want to believe me. So
What if they were talking about you?
Huh?
What if they were talking about you?
I wouldn't care because I got nothing to care about. I don't got nothing to worry about.
Well, what if I tell you that one of my police officers saw you get out of that car? The same car you're talking about.
I would say you lying. I got nothing to worry about.
The police officer's lying on you?
I
Yeah.
have nothing to worry about.
Why would he lie though?
Cause I have nothing. If he seen me jump out of the car, trust me, I wouldn't be in here. I ain't stupid. I wouldn't be in here. If he seen me jump out the car, I already be in jail for attempted murder.
Okay.
So I ain't stupid. I know that. I know that for sure.
Okay, fair enough. When you said the guys robbed you, And one of them, you said they split up. One jumped in the water. Did they both jump in the water or what?
Oh yeah, the other one went that way with my stuff on.
Well, you said it went that way. Did he keep running or did he get in the water?
Like he jumped, like got in, jumped. The other one swam. You can tell the other one was like swimming his way across, and he ran. And I'm trying to get the one in the river to get my phone.
So you went in the water after him to chase him down.
Yeah, and I'm telling the police officer. That's how I had my hands up. I'm like, what's going on?
So the guy with the gun you went after?
He in the mud. He can't shoot in the mud, can he? He's stuck.
I don't know. You trust that?
Once he said, once I seen how he was swimming, you can tell it was thick. Cause once I jumped in, I'm like, oh yeah, I knew he couldn't shoot. Cause the mud is real thick. I'm like, it's no way possible he can shoot.
Where did he go?
Straight. The other one kept the other way. The other one took off the other way.
They were both swimming?
Like, and they split up. The officer even found one of their tracks. That's why I got happy.
Which one did you go after? The one in the red with the red jacket, or
the one with the sweatpants? The one that had my stuff on. He was already. That's the one with the heart tattoo, and with the neck tattoo, it had like, what's that junk called? It's like, what's that game called?
Hang on, which one had your phone?
The one that had that red jacket.
That's the one in the water.
Both of them was in the water.
They just went different ways in the water.
Yeah, once they got out, they parted. What you're trying to do is mix my story around to see if I'm telling you something, and then
no. You can just confuse me for a second because I was trying to. Because you said you went after the one who had the gun.
That's the one with the what's the name on?
With what?
With the black jacket. Because the only reason I'm getting agitated because I was telling the officers the same thing. And the other one had his window down.
No. I don't want to be confused. That's why I'm not trying to agitate you. I'm just trying to figure out. Like you said, you're going after the one that had your phone.
Yes, that's the one. The one who had the red jacket. He threw him my jacket. He threw him my jacket with my phone in it. No, and they both jumped in the water, and clearly they got out and went the other way.
So one of them had a red jacket, and the one of them had a black
jacket. One of them had
a
red. One of them had a red and black jacket.
Right.
A red and black jacket with cubes on it. Like, it was black right here, but cubes down here.
Right. And the other one ended up with your jacket on.
The other one already had a black jacket.
Oh, okay.
The one who had the red jacket, he took his off, threw it in the river. He threw it in the river and took my jacket. And they gave him my jacket who had the gun.
Gotcha. So
if you can't get one, you get the other.
And the one that had the gun with the clear magazine was which one?
The one with the black jacket.
Okay. All right, it's confusing. We're trying to get it straight. Okay.
Oh, that's
patient.
Because when I was with the other officer, I could tell they was laughing. He had the window down, and I heard them laughing at me. So, and then when he knew I heard.
Well, you're telling me all this, but the police officer said you got out of the car and ran with one of them dudes, or both those guys. I don't know. Right.
If it was both of them guys, that would have made 3 men. That would have made 3 men in a car.
Okay.
That's how I know he did. And if he said I was there, I have nothing to worry about because I know I wasn't there, and I know if he said that I wouldn't be in here in the investigation room. I would already be down there for attempted murder because they would already know. That's just known basics. My mom was a cop.
You say down where? What are you talking about?
Down to jail.
All right. Well,
once they know you did something, they don't take you in the investigation room.
Well, Mr. Jones, this is what this is, an investigation room.
Yeah, that's how I know.
And this is an attempted murder investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
And which means not finalized, which means I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing.
Well, you seem like you're just kind of dismissing the fact that a police officer saw you get out of the car and run. So I'm trying to. Why are you saying you're not worried about that?
Cause I'm not. If he seen me run, clearly, it's like, come on. If y'all knew, if he seen me run, y'all wouldn't want to know what color they was. Like, y'all already know.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
and I'm not trying to be funny, but you jump in the water, Courtney. You jump in the water after the guy who had your phone, correct? To get your phone back. The one with the gun. The one with the gun.
Yes.
He didn't have your phone. The other one had your phone, correct?
It's in the jacket, sir.
Okay, yeah, but that was the jacket.
In the jacket.
Okay, so
one already had got caught.
Hang on. Let me finish for 2 seconds. So the one that you jumped in the water to go after was the one who had the gun, correct? Okay.
Clear man.
Why did you go after him?
He can't shoot in the water.
That's not my point. It's a phone that he took. Your auntie got you that phone. She can get you another phone. Why did you go after him?
It's not the point of she can get another one. The point is they would think I sold it for something. They would think I sold it to get something. That's the principle. If someone gets you something, you don't just let it go.
So you think your auntie would have gotten mad because she would have thought your phone got sold for dope or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
They would have got mad. They thought I sold it. Then I would have told them what happened, and no one wouldn't believe me, which would have led to more issues.
I got you. Okay.
Mr. Jones, are you gonna? All right, we've been talking for how long now?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I can already tell by how it's going.
Because I'm waiting on you to throw some truth at me now. Okay, you've thrown some lies at me.
I'm not throwing
Now
no lies.
listen, and this is your chance to come off of some stuff. Okay, because
That is the truth.
listen,
I don't got nothing
listen
to
to
lie
me,
for.
Mr. Jones. Listen to me. Me and you may end up seeing each other again. We may end up talking again, and it could be under way different circumstances. Okay.
Well, I'd love to see what them circumstances is.
I mean, that's the story you're telling. That's the story you're going to stick to.
That's the story I won't stick because it's not a story. It's the truth.
Okay. Even after I'm telling you, a police officer's telling me that they saw you get out of the car, the same car that you're saying the guys that had guns and stuff were in.
It's the truth.
Okay.
I got nothing to do with the car. And if this is an attempt to murder, I would have gunpowder on me. Because attempt to murder means a gun was fired. So I count what? How many guns was in there? Was it just one? Was it just a pistol?
Well, look at your hand. You got mud all over your hands now.
What? Mud don't change gunpowder. I ain't a fool. How many guns was it in the car?
I don't know. You tell me.
You said you don't.
I wasn't in the car. I just know it was.
When I asked you about guns earlier, you said you don't really mess with guns and stuff. So how do you know so much about it now?
And then secondly,
That's basic skills. For a gun to get fired, gunpowder has to be put in the back of that bullet, which causes that bullet to fly. That is not basic. That's just basic ROTC from high school.
Okay.
So initially, when you said them boys walked up on you, I asked you, how'd they get there? You said on foot.
Yeah.
So that's a quiet road, right? And if you're down there, you're walking, you would have seen a car, correct?
Not in the back.
How far down the road were you?
Down the road. It was right there, sitting right on it. It's a tree right by Vines. I was sitting right there. You can clearly tell by whether it.
And you never saw a car come your way or nothing like that?
I'm gonna see a car from in the back, where it's a big old house at. I'm gonna see something.
Okay, so you were back there by the marsh then.
That's what I'm saying. So that would leave gunpowder because that means a gun was fired if it's an attempt to murder. So I would have gunpowder on me. Right or wrong?
Okay, hey, you're teaching me.
Right,
I'm listening to
right
you.
or
You're
wrong.
teaching me, man. I'm listening.
I would have gunpowder on me.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna write it down.
I know both of y'all know how many guns was in that car.
I truthfully don't know. I don't know. I'm listening to your story. I'm trying to figure out the red jacket, black jacket thing.
You keep forgetting we weren't there. That's why we're asking you. You were there.
Cause I feel like this not like.
You said you had a black jacket on, okay? But you're saying one of the other guys had a black jacket on too, but they ended up with a second black jacket, which was yours?
Yes, the other one who he threw, the one with the Rubik's Cube jacket threw his. The one with the black jacket, it was no point of taking my jacket. You got the same jacket I got, so it's like it's no point in taking.
Okay.
No point. So the other one took mine.
Okay.
And he threw his red jacket in the water.
He threw it in the water. He threw his red jacket in the water, his shoes in the water. His shoes was in it, his pants was in the water.
What kind of shoes did he have?
I don't know.
What do you have on when he took his red jacket
I know his cubes and shit on his jacket. I'm trying to figure out if you knew what his shoes were. Shit, you the one telling me all the details.
You think I'm finna be looking at? I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
you can tell from the waist off what jacket he had on.
But you know he threw shoes in. Shit, I was just asking you a question. You so detailed on the jacket. I thought you might be detailed on the shoes.
This is cause I'm not trying to go for nobody else. I'm not trying to go for nobody else's choice. But I can't help y'all with something I don't know about. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know about it. So how am I help you with something I don't know about? And if an officer seen me get out of the car, I'll already be in jail already. If he already seen me get out of the car, they wouldn't have to find out what the people look like. They will already know what they look like.
Okay. All right, so you weren't in any cars today at all?
No.
You don't know these guys at all?
No.
Never touched any guns today?
No.
You don't really mess with guns at all?
No.
Okay.
And the only thing you did was go from the abandoned house to that street, and that was it for the entire day?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my story.
And
Okay.
you only talked to your brother's the only person that you tried to call, text, talk to, or anything on your phone today?
Talk to.
Huh?
Talk to, yes.
Okay. Did you call or text anyone else?
No, sir.
Okay.
And where do you stay at when you're not? Have you stayed in that house before?
Yes, on 103rd by Waffle House.
No, sir. The abandoned house that you were at, which is by the road, correct? That,
What was the question you asked?
I was going to say, is that the only place you stay at? Because you said you're homeless, so I just didn't know if do you bounce around? Do you stay in other places close by, or?
I move around sometimes. I go back to the west, then come back here.
How do you get rides from back and forth?
Ubers.
Earlier you said you stayed behind the store on the south side. What do you mean by that? Where you were today? Do you consider that south side, or is it south side?
South side is like,
I would call that Arlington, where you were today. So you stay behind the store on the south side too, in an abandoned house.
that's the south side.
Okay. But where you were today, what do you call that?
The south side.
Okay. But you grew up on.
The north side.
Okay. Moncrief and 27th, you said?
Mm-hmm.
How long did you live there? How many years of your life you live over that way?
So I was about 10.
Where's your auntie live? The one that gets you the phone.
Down 103rd Waffle House.
That's where your brother stays?
No, I don't know where he stays.
Oh, okay.
What kind of hustle you do, man?
What?
What kind of hustle you do?
I don't hustle.
How you get paid for an Uber?
What you mean?
How you paying
Sit
for an
there.
Uber?
Sit there at the store, ask people for money.
Okay, so that's how your hustle is.
Uh-huh.
So you just panhandle?
Off the cash, go back to the west.
Uber don't take cash.
Uber do get cash.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You can buy Uber.
See? You're teaching us stuff. Told you. I didn't know that.
Okay. So
You can pay an Uber to tell him to turn
When's
off his
last-
phone all day.
When's the last time you got an Uber ride?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. To go back or to come back this way?
To come to the west.
To go to the west? I got you. Who dropped you back off over here?
Another Uber.
Okay. You don't talk to anybody else other than your brother and your auntie?
No, sir. I told you I didn't talk to my auntie today. I only talked to my brother.
I know. I said I was just asking. Is that all you talk to?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say if you talk to your auntie. I asked if you talk to anybody else other than your auntie or your brother on the regular.
You don't got no homeboys, no nothing? No, nobody that you like grew up with or known a long time that you're tight with? You're from Jacksonville.
That don't mean that because you're from Jacksonville. You're
I
tight
know, I'm
with
just saying you ain't got at least one or two boys that you're really tight with.
people. If that was my boys, I wouldn't be homeless.
How familiar are you with the South Side over here?
Not at all.
You don't know street names. You don't know nothing like that. You ain't got no people over here. So let me ask you a question. If we were to find your phone, and we were to ping your phone, because your phone was with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Phone would be with you the entire time over here on this side today?
On the south side.
Yeah, it wouldn't be anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be anywhere on the other side of the highway. It wouldn't be somewhere on the other side of the town. Nowhere. It wouldn't be nowhere at all other than with you at an abandoned house and on that little road. That's it.
Look, do what you do.
I'm just asking you a question, bro.
So we don't know where your phone is. It ended up in the water with the guy.
They got it.
You said they.
The two boys, they
Okay.
got it.
So they took off with your phone.
Yes.
Okay.
And the neck tattoo, you don't remember what it was like?
It was a number. It was like, yeah, a ladder going up this way.
A ladder? Okay.
You see the generation. Tattoos don't.
No, I know. I'm just wanting to be clear. You said a ladder. It was an
Like-
actual ladder.
Like a ladder going up, but it was like a symbol, like You know the eye of the diamond, like your third eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was that.
Is that the Illuminati symbol?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you I mean, is that what you know what Illuminati is? That sounds like the symbol you're describing.
It was like third eye.
Mm-hmm. And that was on the throat part?
That was right here, right on the Adam's album.
On the Adams album?
Mm-hmm.
You never heard them two boys talk to each other or say a name or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. So you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time, sir. I'm not.
Okay.
When you said attempt to murder my heart dropped there. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
The guy with the third eye tattoo, the Illuminati symbol or whatever on his throat, was that the guy with the red jacket or the black jacket?
That was the black jacket.
Because the guy with the red jacket had the heart tattoo on
Yeah,
his
the one with the red jacket had the heart eye tattoo. It's like, but it's not an all together heart. It's like a broken heart.
Okay.
Which side? Do you remember? Right or left?
Right.
On the right.
It's like a broken heart, but it's like.
Alright, Mr. Jones, hang out, alright? I'll
Yes,
be with you shortly, let you know what's going on. Unless
Appreciate
got
you,
something
man.
else.
No. You sure you don't need any water still or anything, man?
I just need a phone call.
Okay. Alright. I'm just checking on you, bro.
Alright, hang on, man.
I'm cold.
Yeah, keep that jacket on you. I mean, keep the blanket on you, bro.
Like I'm.
Mr. Jones.
Hey, buddy.
Go ahead and jump up, Mr. Jones. Hey, this officer's gonna put the handcuffs back on you and take you over to the jail, okay? You're gonna drop the blanket for us. You just set that in the chair for me, please. The blanket.
Having a blanket?
Yeah, just set it right there in the chair.